Alright, peace. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving honor and praise to the God of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. Giving double honors to 7130 South Chicago that talking this truth. Giving double honors to all the brothers and sisters that the Creator has walking in these last days. With that being said, peace and shalom. Alright, brothers and sisters, I want to go into a discussion today. I want to talk about an individual that goes by the name of FBG Butta, right? And he's been making a lot of headways and a lot of splashes on the YouTube scene, dealing with a lot of controversy that's been going on in his life. I think going all the way back to the killing of an individual by the name of Tuka, right? And allegedly, a girl by the name of K.I., she was going around. Actually, she was in the news. She was going around and she was doing like different hits on different gang members. Now, according to the story and things of this nature, that I believe her and this guy by the name of Butter, and it was, another individual too, I can't remember his name, that they all was affiliated with each other. But rumored is that King Von is the one that actually killed her, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff is alleged, but he's been making a lot of headways in 2003. He's a person that basically is in the street. He's active, but right now he's doing what you would call drill rapping. You know what I'm saying? And drill rap is basically a form of hip hop that basically talks about individuals in the street, and majority of people that do this, they are allegedly involved in different crimes and things of this nature. So this guy has been going around on different podcasts and things of this nature talking about other individuals, but what we gotta understand is that why these guys, he got 49,000 views, right? He has 48.4 subscribers, 48.4 thousand subscribers, right? And you would think that because he have all these views and things of this nature, that he has to be doing something that's positive because everybody is watching this individual. But what we don't understand is that these people, I wouldn't even say these people, because these individuals are our people. But a lot of our people in the inner cities, we basically have been destroyed as a people, and as a result we have taken on what you would call a savage behavior. And what is one of the ways that we have been destroyed as a people? We have been destroyed as a people because we don't have culture. We don't have a language. We have those things, but those things have been stripped away from us. And one of the things of today is that we don't have male and female role models in the communities, is because our communities has been destroyed, brothers and sisters. And see, this is what you would call a product of his environment. Because see, when you come from a savage neighborhood or savage community, then a lot of times you will adopt a savage culture. And see, when I listen to him and things of this nature, he's very comical and stuff like that, but there's nothing positive in his message that he's trying to convey to the masses, and that's done on purpose. See, that's done on purpose. It's because The so-called white man's job is to keep the nation of Israel under the foot, keep his foot on his neck, and to keep us deaf, dumb, and blind. See, Malcolm X made a statement back in the day. He said the responsibility is on the so-called black man. What does that mean? That means that we can no longer depend on the Caucasian for education, health, leadership, and economics. We have to be able to do these things ourselves. But in the midst of us doing this, we have to do what? We have to first and foremost, we have to clean ourselves up, and we have to return back to the Creator. See, when I look at this brother and I feel sorry for him, right? He may make nice money at what he does and things of this nature, but when you don't have identity, when you don't have language, culture, see, when you don't understand who you are from a nationalistic standpoint of view, and your family structure is broken down, this is what this produces, brothers and sisters. This is what this produces. This produces a person that's in the neighborhood, and his whole mindset is to become what? A cancer to the neighborhood. So you have 49,000 views, 48.4 thousand subscribers, and what are you preaching? You're teaching the young youth to be what? A killer. See, a person that's going to be destructive in his neighborhood. And see, this is what a lot of these podcasts, these individuals, even our people, we create these podcasts for monetary gain, which is nothing wrong with that. But what's wrong with it is when you have these people on here, what are they doing? They're not promoting anything positive. They're promoting death and destruction. See, the hip-hop culture today is death and destruction. Let's look at a quick scripture, right? Let's turn to the book of Revelation, right? The book of Revelation. Matter of fact, let's turn to 2 Peter. Matter of fact, let's turn to 2 Peter. Two and 8. Now 2 Peter 5 and 8. Alright, so 2 Peter 5 and 8. That's not the one that I want. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Or we're gonna go to the next scripture. 1 Peter 5 and 8. 1 second. 1 Peter 5 and 8. So it says, 1 Peter 5 and 8, be sober, right? Be vigilant. So a lot of our people is drunk, right? Why are we drunk? We're drunk is because we're following the philosophy and teaching of the Gentile world power system. This is the nation of Israel still where? In the valley of the dry bones, brothers and sisters. Because if you don't understand who you are from a nationalistic standpoint of view, you are in the valley of the dry bones. See? So the scripture says be sober. So when you're sober, you're not intoxicated with the cares of this world. And see, that's what's going on with our people. See, we are intoxicated with the cares of this world. See, we worried about all of the nonsense that's going on in the community or the world, see, and we not paying attention to the bigger picture that's behind the scenes. Is because the rap culture today is controlled by who? By the heathens. And their job is to promote gang violence in the neighborhood, to continue to put our young youth in prison, brothers and sisters. This is why this young brother is on television, whether he understands it or not. See, the devil is doing what? Roaring like a lion, walking, it says, walking about seeking whom he may devour, seeking on whom he may do what? Influence, right? To take on a lifestyle and a culture, right, that is going to be detrimental to him. So let's look at this. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And see, when it's talking about the devil, lowercase D-E-V-I-L, who is that talking about? It's talking about the nations that have taken on the spirit of the adversary, brothers and sisters. And their whole purpose is to walk up to and fro, seeking on whom they may devour. And so when we look at this brother, he has already been devoured with the culture with the negative culture that has been influenced in the community. What is this? Gangster disciple, black disciple, right? Mickey Cobras and all this type of stuff. And because we don't have proper leadership in the community, in our homes, so who is raising the kids? Is who? The cancers of the community, see? And a lot of us kids, because the community has turned their backs on us just as well, a lot of us can't see. That's why when it's talking about be sober and be vigilant, we can't be sober and be vigilant is because why? Our households is destroyed. See, you got young kids at the age of 11, 10, 13, and 14. They have to take on the role as a man at a young age. They got to help provide for the family. See? And see, when you come from a poor environment, what's going to happen? You're gonna take on any means necessary in order to do those things. So a lot of times our kids get involved in what? Crime, brothers and sisters. See, they get involved in crime. So when we go back to this situation, when we look at this young brother, see, what is he talking about on these podcasts and things of this nature that he's on? He's not talking about nothing positive. Everything that he's talking about is negative, see? And the media, which is under the influence of the adversary, what are they doing? They're using this individual to do what? To promote that same spirit on other individuals. That's why it behooves us, brothers and sisters, that we have to pay attention to what's going on. Is because, see, if you're not raising your kids, let's say you want to sit down and have babies and things of this nature, if you're not at home, right, and you're not being parents to your kids, you out here at the club every Friday, see, the father out in the streets doing what he's doing, but we're not taking a collective and coming together as a nation of people or a community to help raise our kids. This is who's going to be raising your kid, see? He's going to be looking on YouTube. He's going to be looking on Facebook and all this type of stuff. And these are the people that he's going to see. And what's going to happen? They're going to devour him with what? Their philosophy, see? And when you look at him, if I'm a young kid, 12, 11 years old, and a guy talking slick, and he seemed like he got a lot of wisdom, next thing you know, I'm gonna start doing what? I'm gonna start emulating him. See? So a lot of these guys that's on these podcasts, whether they understand it or not, they're being used by the global elite to do what? To continue the process of destroying our people, brothers and sisters. That's why the scripture says, be bold and be vigilant. See? But let's see what another scripture say. Let's turn to the book of Revelations 12 and 12. It says, Revelation 12 and 12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, right? For the devil come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have a short time. See? So what's taking place? What is taking place? The devil's job is to do what? Take as many people down with him as he can, brothers and sisters. See, the global elites today understand that they have a certain period of time to rule. And their job is to do what? To destroy as many people as possible. And I'm not talking about all white folks. I'm saying the nations has been drunk off the wrath of her fornication, brothers and sisters. So when we looking at this, what is the great wrath that they have brought forth towards the nation of Israel? See, they still bombarding us with all this nonsense on television. And because we don't understand culture, because we don't understand language, and we don't understand who we are as a people, we're going to continue to fall prey to all this nonsense. See? And what's going to happen is that, see, if the Creator doesn't open your understanding and bring you into the knowledge of self, then what's going to happen? You're going to fall prey to the destruction that's going to come amongst, right, the nations. See, because we got to understand that you got a lot of our people that is going to be caught up in the blaze of this situation, man. Let's look at another scripture. Let's turn to the book of Leviticus, or the book of Levi, 18:21. 18:21. It says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of Yahweh. I am who? The power, or Yah. So, the nation of Israel, brothers and sisters, we used to do a thing called animal sacrifice, that we was passing our children in physical fire to the god, which is who? Molech. See? And Molech is nothing but another form, another pantheon of who? Nimrod, brothers and sisters. But from a symbolic sense of today, what are we doing in the community? See? We're not physically putting our kids in the fire, but spiritually we putting our kids in the fire by what? Introducing our kids to what? Gang culture, brothers and sisters. See? And it's not even just a gang culture. The modern day Molech, or different gods that we worship in, is what? Politics, religion, and social living. That's what we worship, see? We're not worshiping the Creator, because, see, the Creator hid his face from us. Because, see, we was a rebellious people back then, and we're rebellious people even today. Let's look at something. Let's turn to the book of Deuteronomy, the 31st chapter, right? Let's turn to Deuteronomy 31, and I'm going to be reading verses 17. It says, my anger shall be kindled against them in that day, and I will forsake them, talking about our ancestors, and I will hide my face from them, and they shall be devoured. Many evils and troubles shall befall them, it says, so that they will say in that day, are not these evils come upon us because our power is not among us? See? And why was the Creator not among us? It's because we was breaking the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Creator. And this is the same mentality that we have. Is because why? We're the children of these folks. See? They didn't bring no niggas to America. They brought the nation of Israel to America. So what's taking place is this, right? Our people today are destroyed, brothers and sisters. See? Even though we fulfill all the prophecies dealing with Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, but you got a lot of our people that's still following the customs and the traditions of the slave master, brothers and sisters. See? So it behooves us today that we have to understand what's going on in the whole scheme of things. This brother that's on the television is put here on purpose to do what? To destroy as many of his own people as he can. See? And the other nations around about that's listening to him. So this is just a quick lesson dealing with, social media and things of this nature. With that being said, peace, shalom.